Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK. Today, it's all about Chirac. The Bears will get a much-needed boost on both sides of the ball after winning the last poll in my last Facebook stream. I'm streaming right after this video goes live. Link in the description. You can come through and vote for the next one. Only a few teams left. But today, let's see what happens when you add a little sweetness and one of the best linebackers of all time to the current Chicago Bears. Now, I know a lot of you guys play MUT, and sometimes you don't feel like grinding to get the best teams. So if you want to just buy some training or coins or players, head on over to MUTReserve.com. Use my code CK, and not only will you be rich one day, but you'll also get 15% off your order. For whatever reason, Chicago has always produced incredible linebackers. I mean, you have Mike Singletary, one of the best to ever do it. You have Brian Urlacher, one of the best to ever do it. Lance Briggs. The list goes on and on. But then you have Dick Butkus, who was so good that he has an award given every year to the best linebacker at all levels of football. He played high school football at Chicago Vocational High School. After that, he went to the University of Illinois, and that's where he became nationally known while playing center and linebacker and winning honors at both positions. Of course, he ended up getting drafted by the Bears, and he had a great rookie season, finishing third in the AP Rookie of the Year balloting, while also being named an All-Pro and going to the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Man was a 5-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He's made multiple all-decade teams, multiple anniversary all-time teams. His number's retired. He's in all the Hall of Fames. And now the Bears have a brand new 99 overall starting MLB. The 6'3", 245-pounder is the #1 ranked MLB in the league, of course. Got his stats from a couple Maddens ago when he was in MUT. I was surprised to see he was that fast, but not surprised to see how much hip power he had, how good he was at intercepting the ball, the awareness. You know, I gave him Lurker, Unfakeable, and Avalanche. Now, in my opinion, Sweetness is probably the best nickname of all time, or at least in the discussion. And the person who owns that nickname is also in the discussion for best ever at his position. He surpassed the 1,200-yard barrier 10 times. No other player in NFL history has ever done that. At the time of his retirement, his 16,726 rushing yards stood as a record, but it has since been broken. He still ranks third all time in yards from scrimmage, and a huge reason why the Bears were able to get themselves a Super Bowl in 1985. And he was so great off the field that they renamed the NFL Man of the Year award to the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award. So there was pretty much nothing this guy could not do. 5-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler, NFL rushing yards leader in 77, rushing touchdowns leader in 77. He won MVP in 77 along with OPOY. He's in multiple Hall of Fames, and he's probably the greatest Chicago Bear to ever live. 5'10", 200-pounder straight out of Jackson State, should be the #1 ranked halfback in the league, 96 speed. Got his stats from a few Maddens ago in MUT once again. Now, the abilities were tough. I didn't know which ones to give him. I knew I wanted to give him human joystick, but tank. I mean, if you go watch this man's highlights, people would try to tackle him, hit stick him. He would never go down. It was insane. So, yeah, those are the ones I gave him. So now the Bears, who were 70-something, now end up being an 82 overall. They got a lot of talent around Dick Butkus. Him and Khalil Mack, along with Roquan, Akeem Hicks on the D-line. This defense is going to be nasty. So the Bears are 6-2, but this division is tough. They got to keep winning if they want the first seed. Huge game versus Derrick Henry and the Titans. Big 3rd and 10 already. Yeah, struggling to move the ball. Justin Fields. That's interference. Let's go. Walter to the outside. Walter making someone miss. Feel weird calling him Walter. Jesus. He already has 9 touchdowns, 836 yards halfway through the season. That man's on pace for 1,800 yards and 18 touchdowns, as he should be. That sounds about right. Okay. That was Caleb Farley with the tackle right there. Sweetness again on 3rd down. Not gonna get it, but we're gonna go for it. When in doubt, go to spacing. We're looking at Allen Robinson. Too easy. Let's go, Justin. Good throw. Hey man, Bears fans, let me know. Maybe tell me in the stream, man, who's gonna be starting for you guys? Is Justin Fields winning right now in practice? Like, is Andy Dalton gonna get the start? What's going on? Or does nobody know yet? Is it a secret? That might be the case. Who knows, man? 2nd and 6. We're taking off with him. Taking off with him. Yes, sir. The man can scramble. 1st and 10. Little stretch action to the outside. Jimmy threw a nice block. Damn it. What a tackle, Harold. Man is built different. We'll try getting the ball out of the backfield. Let's see if he can catch it and do something with it after the catch. Let's go. Him versus a freaking safety. He still gets the catch and the 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 1. Nice block. Sweetness getting his 10th touchdown of the season. We're really about to see Dick Butkus versus Derrick Henry. Can't wait to see the collision course. Let's go. Uh-oh. Boom! Butkus with the big hit. The fumble. And we recover it. Let's see what the flag is looking like. Holding, we're going to decline it, and Butkus adds a forced fumble to his season stats. I did not expect it to happen on the first drive, but I'm very grateful it did. Butkus is just, he's a different breed. So is Walter Payton. He feels so fast. That human joystick is insane. Now, I know some people are going to be like, oh, you could have used Mike Singletary, but I'm going to be doing a video on my main channel eventually on the 85 Bears. So Mike Singletary will get plenty of airtime. Okay, that's all I had to say. That was the deciding factor, to be honest with you. It was a tough decision, but I had to make it. There's the sack. Bilal Nichols getting to the quarterback. I gotta keep giving it to him until he has bad plays. So we might keep giving it to him for a while. Averaging over 6 yards per carry. 2 touchdowns. We're not even at halftime. 2nd and 5. Let's keep adding to it. Walter right up the gut. We're across, or at least close to midfield. I thought about giving him grab and go, but that's only for when you catch the ball. So I feel like it would have been a waste. However, he has human joysticks, so that's pretty much the same thing, if not better. 4th and 4. It's man. Payton versus Byard. He absolutely destroys him. Low-key feel bad for the Titans, man. Walter Payton single-handedly destroying this defense. He's gonna do it again, get himself his 3rd touchdown of the game. 3rd and 5. Oh, that's a dot right there. Julio, new addition to Tennessee, getting them, I think that's their first down of the video. That's tough. Low-key, they struggling to move the ball. Big hit by Khalil. There's sack number 2 for the defense. Trufant getting to the quarterback. What a half. Time we gonna drive back. We still have him wide open. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Sweetness just making people miss. Allen Robinson, 101 on a slant. He's too nice with it. One of the best receivers in the league. Come on, Walter. Give me one more, Walter. Talk about finishing strong. 14-2 on the season. 1st in their division. Just ran through most of their opponents. The only losses were to Tom Brady and the Bucks and Jameis Winston and the Saints. Offense was 1st in yardage. So you already know Walter Payton was 1st in multiple categories, rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. They scored the most points in the league. Defense was 2nd in terms of points allowed. And you know Dick Butkus was a big reason why. Most tackles by far on the team. 8.5 sacks, 6 tackles for loss of pick, 7 deflections. 3 forced fumbles and 2 fumble recoveries. We'll see if that's good enough for DPOY. Justin Fields had himself a nice rookie season. Almost double the amount of touchdowns than interceptions, but 23 touchdowns is insane. One of the best seasons I've ever seen from a running back. Montgomery took 8 of those. Imagine he didn't take any, man. That'd be 30 plus rush touchdowns. He would have the record. Allen Robinson had 8 of them through the air. Led everybody. But it's Sweetness who wins MVP. Why am I surprised? This is something that he did in real life too. He also wins OPOY. DPOY goes to Khalil. Butkus was right behind him. I'm starting to think we made a great decision bringing back Butkus and Walter Payton, man. This is phenomenal. There's no way this team doesn't go far in the playoffs. The Bears versus the Browns in the Super Bowl. The Bears had to beat Tom Brady and the Bucks. They got revenge in the divisional round. The only teams that beat them during the regular season. Payton with 3 touchdowns on the ground. Montgomery even added 1. And their defense came to play, 10 tackles and a pick for Dick Butkus. Then in the conference championship, the Saints, the only other team that beat them. That's crazy. That's like Lennox Lewis, making sure they beat everyone that beat them. Shout out to all my boxing fans if you get that reference. You know what I mean? Justin Fields had himself a nice game. Payton passed the century mark and added a touchdown. Was consistent with the tackles, 7.5 sacks to go along with it. So now we get to see them in the Super Bowl. I'm going to send them to the 4th quarter. The Browns have a 7-point lead and they're in field goal range. Defense needs to stop, needs a turnover, and they're not going to get it. They got to find a way to get Sweetness involved. He's going out the backfield. I would give it to him. Yes, do it. What a tackle in the open space. Linebacker did his job right there. 3rd and inches. I'm going back to him. If I'm the quarterback, but instead, Fields shows his inexperience, throws an interception, and the Bears are going to come up short in the Super Bowl. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it, man. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Remember, I'm streaming right now. Come through. Let me know which team out of the last 5 you want to see up next. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.